Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to macro the new Mana Rush event in Anime Last Stand. So we do have this new event that dropped yesterday, or on Friday, can't remember, along with the new frieren Godly. And you do need to clear this Mana Rush in order to get these two units, which you need for the frieren Godly. As you can see here, they're both 1% with a 40 and 45 pity, and we're not going to be doing that. You also need this evolution material, as well as some pearls and other upgrade materials. So as you can see here, I have 8,000. I already spent a bunch of these. I had like 12,000 after doing this overnight. So for this macro, we're going to be using Sys. I'm going to have their Discord in the description below. I'm basically going to be showing you how to download Sys and how to set it up, as well as what units to use, what loadouts to use, and how you can macro this stage pretty easily. So if this video does help you, make sure to like and subscribe. And also watch till the end so you don't miss a thing, and you know you don't have any problems or have any issues when setting this up. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing you want to do after joining the Sys Discord server, link in the description, is go all the way down to ALS, where we have ALS download right here. Then you want to download the latest version. As of me making this video, it is 0.5.8. So you want to download this and then extract the file. Once you do that, you should have a folder called Sys Anime Last Stand 0.5.8 free. And it should look just like this. You should have the main file with an H beside it. Once you have this folder looking like this, you can close it out. Then go back to the Sys Discord server and then scroll to ALS configs. And then here you want to search for the one that says Mana Rush. I'm also going to have this config in my Discord server, link in the description below. But it is originated from the Sys Discord server. And we have some really smart people who made this as soon as the update dropped. So if I can scroll all the way to the top here, that'd be nice. So if you jump to top, you have this config made by this guy right here. So shout out to Sid for making this macro for us. I used it overnight and it worked perfectly. So this is the loadout he used. I used a different loadout, but as you can see here, he has Garo, Ichigo, Dante, Itadori, Yoruichi, and his farm unit. But I used 6 other different units. So you can either use this loadout or the one I'm about to show you. And then you have the config file right here. This is what we're going to be using for the macro. So you're going to want to download this and save it to whatever path you're saving it to. So just download that. See, I've already downloaded it, but I'm going to show you basically where to put it in. So I'm going to click overwrite. So it's going to be right there. And then you want to close that out. And once you've downloaded it, you want to go back to the folder. So boom, right here, we have Mana and we have Sys Anime Last Stand. So you want to double click the Sys folder. We still have the Mana file right there. Double click settings and scroll all the way down to custom. You want to open this custom text file. And then you want to open up the Mana file right beside it. So we have the custom text, we have the Mana file. And what I'm going to do is you're going to copy or Control X everything in the Mana text. And you want to paste that in the custom text. So I've already done this, so it's not going to change, but basically want to do the same thing. Then hit file and then hit save. And you want to close that out. Close this out. Don't save. You want to close out the custom text file after saving it. So save and then close it out. And then you can close this out as well. So that is the macro basically already downloaded. And I'm going to show you how to set it up on Roblox. And before we do anything, we want to set up our settings to make sure they're right. So first you want to go to your Roblox settings and then make sure your camera sensitivity is on 0.2, so the lowest. Then you want to make sure everything else looks like mine. So my graphics quality is on 1, background transparency is on opaque, and you want to make sure your movement mode is on click to move. So these are really important. Once everything like this is set up, you want to go to your computer settings, go to your display settings over here and scroll down and make sure your display resolution is on 1920 by 1080 and make sure your scale is set to 100%. So once everything is set up like that, you want to make sure your loadout is right. So this loadout is what I used. Not this loadout, hold on. I saved it right here. All right, boom. So we have Garo in the first slot with no soul on him, Ichigo with the Gojo soul, Jiren with the soul of root force, Akame with the Baldi soul, and Unohana with the soul of inner potential. And then we have Idol in slot 6. You can always like switch out units for different ones if you don't have these exact units. Basically just want to be testing out different units and seeing which one works for you, because I didn't have all the units that the config maker had, so I just tested out and found out what units worked for me. So basically once everything like that is set up, you want to go into an Anime Last Stand game and change your settings in that. So I might as well just go into the mana rush right here and hit enter. All right, once you load in, you want to hit your settings over here and make sure auto ready is turned off, and then make sure your settings look exactly like mine. So I have music enabled off, auto ready off, auto wave skip on, auto game speed on, everything else here off. And for the user interface, we have unit selection off, fast cards, disable game dialog, and hazard notifications are all on. Disable unit cell confirmation is off, item obtained is on. Scroll down, we have hit effects turned off, attack effects off, disable ability effects are on, damage indicator off, global shadows off, and screen shake disable on. I'm going to open up sys right here. So sys is opened up right here, and then you want to go to your mode over here, click it, and then hit custom, and then the config should load up. You can turn on auto ability if you want to, but with my loadout, I don't really have any abilities that change the game that much, so I'm going to leave that off. And yeah, you don't touch anything on your keyboard, and once you're loaded in, you click on the screen and then hit F1, and it should be working. So I've tested this macro overnight. I had a 100% win rate. As you can see down here, we have a webhook area where you can place your Discord URL, and basically you can be monitoring the macro from your phone or wherever you're at. You don't have to be by your computer to monitor if you're winning or not. So shout out to Sys for making a macro as soon as they could, because this really helps us, because I was definitely not doing 40 raids or 40 mono rushes by myself. But yeah, I'm gonna let this macro run for y'all to show y'all that it does work. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright, so we have some common errors. If you downloaded the folder, you don't have the H beside the main file, you could not have AutoHotkey downloaded. So you want to go to autohotkey.com and then hit download. Basically, you want to download version 2.0 and then you want to run the setup and that should get fixed. Another thing could be you not having WinRAR, meaning you're not able to, basically you can't extract the file after downloading. So to fix that, go to winrar.com and then hit download. It's a free software. So we can basically just hit download free trial. It's not paid. I don't know why it says that, but you can basically just download it. WinRAR 712.exe, run the exe, and that should also be fixed. So yeah, if you're having any other issues, just message me in my Discord server down below, and I'll help you whenever I see the message. So yeah, thanks for watching.